Good evening, guys. I'll be teaching you on a new strategy. All right. So on this strategy, what we'll be using two different indicators. And these indicators are oscillators, the relative strength index and a trend indicator. That's a moving average. Okay. So we will include the relative strength index first, which is we'll click on this F sign here, then we'll go to relative strength index. Relative strength index, then we'll check the levels. The period will be the parameters 14, apply to close, then change the color to whatever color you want. Then for the levels, you enter here you include because normally what you see is 30 and 70, so you have to click on this plus sign to include 90 and 10. So you include your description. For me, the 30 is buy, the 70 is sell. Alright, 70 is sell. While 90 is strong sell, and 10 is strong buy. Alright, so these are the levels we'll be using. Then back, okay, then done. This is how it would look like. Alright, this is how it would look like. So what is the next thing we are going to add into the indicator? We are going to be adding four different moving averages. The first moving average we'll be adding, we'll enter F, then we'll now click on indicator window with the relative strength index, the indicator window 1, click on it. Then here we'll now add moving average. Then under the moving average, you'll see the period of the first moving average will be 5. Then apply method will be simple, apply to close. Then style, we'll have to change the color to let's say lemon green. Then level will be the same. Okay, so we'll say done. This is how it will look like. Then the next one we'll be adding is another moving average. The period will be 3. Then simple, change the color to, let's say, white. Done. This is how it will look like. Then we add another moving average to, alright, the next one will now be 2, and the method will be exponential. Then apply to close. Then we'll change the color to where is the color itself? We change the color to pink. For me it's pink, so you choose whatever color you want. So done. You see? Then we'll now have to pick the last moving average, which is the moving average 50. Then apply to exponential, then apply to close, then choose a color, let's say orange. Done. So this is how this new strategy indicators look like. Alright, how do we usually, you don't include this relative strength index. You understand? You don't include it. The normal formula is this. Under this relative strength index, you make it to be 1. Sorry, you make it to be 1. You see, you make it to be 1, so it disappears. So the rule is this: whenever these indicators get to this level, hits the 90 level, once it hits the 90 level and it crosses over, it means it's telling you to sell. Alright, it's telling you to sell. It must get to the 90 level for you to enter a sell. Then so it goes with that of the buy. It must get to 10, level 10, before you buy. Check it. It must get to level 90, and level 90 you sell. Level 10. Level 90 you sell. Level 10 you buy. You can use this strategy in any pair, in any commodity, in any future, in any indices, in any stock market. You can use it anywhere. All right, all you just have to do is to follow these simple rules. When it's at the level 90 you sell, when it's at the level 10 you buy. Those are the strong sell and strong buy. Okay, so follow these simple rules and you will excel. So now it has not ended there. So what are the conditions for me? What are the conditions I take note before I use this strategy? Okay, I'll have to include the stochastic and the MACD to this chart. So click on the main chart. All right, click on main chart, or we just click on the MACD. The settings for the MACD remains the same. All right, then we click again and we add on main chart, we add stochastic. Okay, we add stochastic. So now, how do we use this signal? The main reason why I'm adding this stochastic and the MACD is I call it the filter. All right, I call it the filter for those who like to scalp, because those guys who don't have large sum of money in their account, those guys with $30, $50, all right, you are not expected to enter into a long trend, a long-term trade, like long time, higher time frames, like, because it's more risky to trade in with small amount of money in higher time frames. So those with $30, $50, it's advisable for you to trade in lower time frames. So for those of us trading in lower time frames, this is how we will trade it. You use the higher time frames to filter the smaller time frames. You understand? Let me show you what I mean. Let's say in 1 hour time frame, this is 1 hour time frame. Now we are looking at the stochastic, because the stochastic is an oscillator. It shows the movement of the momentum of the price action. Okay, so now the stochastic is showing us that it has not come. The stochastic has not come. There is no signal yet. So which means it's telling us that the price action is still going up. There is no consolidation yet. When there is a consolidation, you will see that the stochastic will cross each other. The signal line will cross the blue line. All right. So now, since there is no consolidation yet, which means the price action is still skyrocketing up. All right. So all we have to do is, if we want to now trade in this lower time frame, we'll have to go back to the 1 minute time frame. We'll have to wait, since it's a buy signal in the higher time frame. We'll have to wait for this indicator, this strategy now, this indicator, to get to the level 10. When it gets to the level 10, then we can now buy. When we now buy, it will now go in the direction of the higher time frames. All right, so it's the scalping strategy. Okay, it's the scalping strategy. That is what we should do. Always respect the higher time frames. If you are using a lower time frame, always respect the higher time frames. All right, so now when it gets to this, when the stochastic gets to this place, we don't enter the trade yet. It will keep on coming down until this indicator gets to this level. When it gets to this level 10, before you can now enter a buy signal here with the indicator, with the stochastic. The main reason why you are using the stochastic here, because in the boom and the crash, the stochastic 1 minute time frame, the stochastic doesn't work. All right, so you use the stochastic in the higher time frames for the boom and the crash. You don't use the stochastic in the lower time frame. What you use is the relative strength index in boom and crash. So you use the relative strength index in boom and crash. Why in the higher time frames you use stochastic to analyze the market. Okay, so let's trace back where the market hits the level 10. Right, this is where it hit the level 10. What happens? The market went back up. This is it. The stochastic moved up with it, then the stochastic retraced. These retracements are these retracements you're seeing here. So but the trend is going up, which is what this one is telling you, that the trend is uptrend. So long as it hit here, it tells you that the trend wants to reverse. Alright, that the trend wants to reverse. So all you just have to do is you wait for it to hit the 10 and you enter your buy. The trend will definitely follow it back up, and you enter, you make your profit and you exit the market. Okay, the rules is simple. Follow the trend. When it gets to 90, you sell. When it gets to level 10, you buy. The rule is simple. Then what is the function of the MACD? The MACD here is trying to tell you that the trend for the smaller time frame now, that the trend is not finished yet, the market is not exhausted yet, that is still going, So how do you know that the stochastic, the MACD, that you want to buy in the MACD? You look for something like this. This red signal line must be above these volumes of the MACD. These white things you're looking at here, the red line, which is the signal line, is the 10 moving average. It's a 10 moving average. All right, 10 period moving average. It should be above these volumes. Then when it's now above this volume, that's telling you that the market is about to rise back up. Then with the confirmation of the stochastic, you enter into the trade. All right, plus this indicator. All right, so if you follow these simple rules, all you just have to do is follow the simple rules and you make your profit. Try it, test run this strategy, and if you have any question, just ask and I will be glad to answer you. Thank you.